you can instantly get a bump in the value of your business simply based on how you position it to the market. Companies typically sell on multiples of EBITDA or multiples of sales. So this is a study from 2017 from the Stern School of Business in NYU, and they went through 243 companies public companies that sold, and they said basically EV is enterprise value to sales. So the multiple of sales that were realized on these actual sales in all these different industries, from advertising to building materials to whatever, is listed in this column, the EV sales column. And what's interesting if you go through it is that the sector that you are in determines the valuation multiple. So you want to ask, can I be in a business that has a better valuation multiple than the business I'm in right now? Because if you can instantly get a bump in the value of your business simply based on how you position it to the market. You can also change the kind of business that you're in or the sector that you're in based on what the market values the most. And I'll show you how we did that over time. But here's the example from that chart. Publishing, I mentioned earlier, is valued at 0.91% of sales. So a publishing company can get 91% of its net sales, but a financial services company can get almost 32 times that, right? So that's a difference of $30 million just based on industry classification per $1 million in sales. So basically what I did when we came in is we looked at what are all the different things that our collective holding company could be and our companies within. It could be educational services, which 1.45 versus 9.1, so I'd rather be in that business than that business. But business services is 1.83, so that's even better, and that's double publishing, by the way. So if I have a publishing company, which actually, all of the companies that Idea Incubator, our holding company, are involved in were publishing companies in 2013. We literally went out and found other people to publish and paid them a 10 or 15% royalty on net sales and sold their stuff to our list, right? So we were in the worst possible valuation mode at that time that we could have been in. General and diversified real estate services is what that stands for, at a 6.72 because we also have a real estate company. Entertainment, 2.8. Diversified, which is kind of just like a hodgepodge, 2.6. Well, that's actually better than publishing. And financial services is kind of ding, 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 ring the bell. If we can be in there, we get 32. Retail internet, which is e-commerce, 2.99. So the total market average is going to be 2.89 times sales. So this is just per $1 million in valuation, the difference. So if we are in publishing and we can change the publishing to be delivered via software, like say something like DMHQ, right, instead of selling a recorded course, then we can be a software internet company and our multiple is going to go up from 0.91 to 6.76. And for every $1 million in net sales that we've got, our valuation is going to go from $910,000 to $6.76 million. So in 2014, publishing was the bulk of this business through Digital Marketer, Survival Life, and Real Estate Worldwide, which is our real estate company. And we had a thing called Funnel Experts where we were building funnels for people, which was just business services. So we were in kind of a pathetic 0.91 and a pathetic 1.83. The total market was a full point higher than our best thing, right, at 2.89. So our weighted average multiple for the company in terms of valuation was 1.13. So we set about changing things. And in 2018 now, we took the real estate company, instead of being a publisher, we became a SaaS, and we sell 4 different software as a service services that deliver the same thing that we delivered before, only it's all delivered via software now. And we also added a few other things that that were data services, where we sold data, but we sold it in a one-time transaction. We built a software format to deliver that. It's sold on a subscription basis now, so 100% of the income there is MRR. And in a general diversified company, that's going to get me a 6.72 multiple. We rebranded because it was all branded Kent Clothier, Kent Clothier, Kent Clothier at the time. We changed the branding to Voxient and took him out of being the whole company. So we've increased our valuation to 6.72. Software Internet, Digital Marketer HQ, Digital Marketer, and True Conversion, all software, 6.76 valuation. We started a company called Venture Capital, which we ultimately decided to shutter because we were competing. We were trying to get in that incredibly desirable 31 times multiple, but there's so much venture capital money in that right now that is just kind of stupid money that's buying ads and driving traffic that we just can't afford to compete with them, because they're not direct response marketers. They're just throw money at it marketers, right? So that one did not work out. And then retail internet for our survival life, etc. Instead of selling information products, now we sell retail internet products at a 2.99 multiple. So the market, which is at 2.89, ID Incubator's now at 5.53. So our valuation increase simply by repositioning the company, doing nothing else but repositioning the company, has gone up by 489% over the last 3 years, just because we're in the right things.